Hey guys, I'm Alex C.
And I'm Patrick R.
Today we've got some pretty cool, unique shotguns here. We've got a pair of Benelli M1 shotguns. These were around before Benelli was really a big deal in the States. They were actually imported by Heckler & Koch in kind of the glory days of Heckler & Koch back in the late 70s and through on into the 80s. HK imported Benelli's and Fab Arms shotguns, so they got pretty good at that. And once Benelli got a foothold, now they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're
can't go to Cabela's without seeing one.
Yeah, no kidding. And there really are great shotguns, and of course the M1's no exception.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why, but I'm really fascinated with this gun. It fits me really, really well.
They're great. The pistol grip's very comfortable. The stock's very nice. They've got the inertia system instead of the gas breathing system like you find on the Benelli M3 and M4 shotguns. Mm-hmm. But that's a great system. It soaks up the recoil pretty good, and I really like shooting the inertia.
I do. I think last time we were out at the range, we ran into a friend who had one of the high-end Benelli inertia guns, and it's just such a fast cycling gun, really accurate and reliable, and it's a pleasure to shoot. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how these do out there.
Absolutely, and they're great. They have really nice sights on them. They're not ghost ring sights or anything like that.
No, that's one thing I really do like about this. It's got a traditional kind of a rifle sight setup where, I guess you could liken it more to a pistol sight.
Yeah, and I like the pistol grip. Holding it at low ready is very easy.
Yes, it is.
Neither of us is in law enforcement or anything, but for home defense, coming around a corner or something like that, it feels natural to bring up. It's not unusual. I feel it feels right in line and everything where I'd like things on a shotgun to be. So I could conceivably see this as my home defense gun.
Yeah, no, I could as well. Something else that I really like about this is it's really light.
It is unusually light for a semi-automatic shotgun.
And I think that's one of the plus sides to the inertia-driven guns.
Absolutely, yeah. And they are kind of a curiosity. Not inertia-driven guns of themselves, but these M1s, just because they were imported by Heckler & Koch. And it's kind of funny to think about a time when Benelli wasn't really a household name in shotguns.
Right. I mean, shoot, I don't know when the last time I drove home from work and didn't see a truck with a Benelli sticker on it.
Right. Such is life in Texas, guys. But,
right.
Benelli's now a household name. It's a go-to, great brand for reliability. But back in the day, I can imagine when you walked into a gun store, you were kind of taking a risk when you bought one of these.
Yeah,
the only insurance you had was that it had a Heckler & Koch stamp. In the 80s, Heckler & Koch was legendary. I mean,
right.
They're still a good outfit. Having some trouble now, but so is Colt and Kalashnikov concern to a lesser extent. They've got everything back in order. But the day of the Cold War arms maker being a huge, ginormous octopus of an industry is not.
Yeah, it's kind of gone and in the past now.
Right.
But I want to touch on a couple of the controls on this because they're really pretty typical to a Benelli shotgun, at least from what I've seen. When you go to lock the bolt back, there is a little catch right there, and it'll hold it back, and you got a release. So that means that reloads are pretty quick on these.
Absolutely, yeah, and I'm not 100% sure with the capacity on these. I can't remember the last time I shot one.
I want to say it's 7.
Okay, 7 sounds about right. And you notice I just put a cheap Eastern European AK sling on these. I think they were blowing them out at a surplus shop for $4 a piece, so I bought it like 5 or something like that.
I do like the gray slings that we've got on these. It looks really cool with the gun. Contrasting with the black, it's something I do enjoy. But if you guys stay tuned later this week, we're going to be taking these out to the range and kind of get a good feel for what we can do with one of these M1 Super 90s.
It's a lot more fun shooting guns than it is doing this kind of commentary thing. We do like, we don't mind the commentary so much.
No,
we like
it's good fun.
Talking and hearing you guys' responses, but God, hitting the range is a lot more fun than talking.
I agree.
Yeah. So Patrick, just like you said, we'll be taking these to the range, and since we have a pair of them, they can get into all sorts of shenanigans.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So thanks for watching this episode of TFB TV. Stay tuned, and we'll get that up there for you. In the meantime, hit the subscribe button, and maybe give us an idea of what you'd like to see at the range.